Hi, this is Thresden, and this is part 6 of an Elder Scrolls Online The Deadlands walkthrough. In the previous episode, we were trying to get over here to this world boss, the Unmaker, and his Havocrels, and we were also trying to get to the Brandfire Reformatory, but we got stopped on the way by this orc woman. This creature had killed all of her clan, and it had run inside of this place, Ardent Hope. So we went in there and we killed the creature. It had kind of a sad ending to the quest, but anyway, we're done with that. So let's see if we can get to this world boss now. Oh look, there's like something burning over here. This is the Den of the Unmaker. Alright, looks like people are hanging out, waiting on it to res. So we don't really have to worry about finding a group. We just gotta wait for it to respawn. Alright, there it goes.
I will fry your flesh!
Right, now I guess that's the boss back there. Oh, but we have to kill his Havocrels too. Wow, that was quick. There were so many people trying to kill him that they just totally destroyed him. Sure, it would be much more difficult if we only had a few people working on it. Daedric treasure from various Daedra. Some of the pieces contain more dust than others. Here we gotta get 2 more treasure chests. Let's see, where is the other one? Should be one more. Here it is. Alright, now we can head to the Reformatory and go burn some pamphlets, engage in censorship. Looks like we got another quest coming up. Let's see what this is. Head Overseer's orders. Acolytes and pyres of the flame, scour the Deadlands for members of the Order of the Waking Flame that have lost their way, and for new postulates who unknowingly seek the heat of devotion. We near the ignition of the Prince of Destruction's plans. Our work until this point has been mere kindling to the tasks that lie ahead. To this end, our recruitment efforts need no longer be restrained. You are authorized to use whatever means, be they coercion, violence, or intimidation, to complete the goal of adding to our ranks. Fear not, for any recruit brought to the Brandfire Reformatory will leave a proud and valiant servant of Mehrunes Dagon. I await reports of your successes. Head Overseer, Brandfire Reformatory. Alright, so that's just the quest from the Reformatory, which is what we wanted. So that's good. It's not gonna be a distraction. This Wayshrine might be a distraction, though. Need to pick that up while we're here. Then we've got a striking locale nearby. Alright. You want to fight? I'll fight. Nah, you're just gonna run. Well, one of them ran. The other one stayed and died. The other one had the courage to stay and die. He died with honor. But the other one lived. Traitor's Ascent. Audiences with the Longhouse Emperors. Alright, it's the lore book. Okay, let's go ahead and head to the Reformatory. Quit screwing around. Look at this, it's another Oblivion gate. Portal to Deadlight? You do not meet the requirements. Okay, that must be part of a quest or something. Ow! That's all I got for killing that thing? Some alkahest to make poisons with? Seems like not a very good reward considering how much work I've put into killing it. Ah. That's alright. I didn't want the heavy sack anyway. I would have basically been stealing it from her. She did most of the work on killing that thing. What is this? On Oblivion. If you wanted to read that, feel free to pause the video. Otherwise, I'm going to move on.
Don't just stand there, Scampfoot. Hide! Get down! Don't let those entrail suckers take you too!
Who are you hiding from?
You really don't know anything about where you are, do you? That's the Brandfire Reformatory.
I know.
Nothing good happens there. The Order of the Waking Flame cult takes people inside and they don't leave again. It makes this one's fur stand on end.
Do you know what the cult's doing in the Brandfire Reformatory? I mean, other than making propaganda pamphlets?
No. This one just saw the cultist force her sister Pibihah inside. If Tufeh could fight, those kin-cursed cultists would be hanging above a lava flow by their ears. Tufeh cannot help Pibihah now. Would you look for her? Tufeh can pay.
Yes, I'll search the Brandfire Reformatory for Pibihah while I'm destroying pamphlets.
Pibihah's harebrained adventures have gotten her into trouble in the past, but being kidnapped to the Brandfire Reformatory? If Pibihah is unharmed, this one may just maim her herself. Please, find out what has happened to her.
How did Pibihah get kidnapped by the Waking Flame?
Pibihah tries everything at least once, especially if she knows it's a bad idea. When Mehrunes' cult gained power in Fargrave, Pibihah was curious about them. She went to one of the cult's meetings with a friend. They never came home.
Are you sure your sister didn't join the cult?
You think this one didn't ask her the same thing when Pibihah told her where she was going? Pibihah scoffed, said that she didn't have anything to fear or gain from Mehrunes. Then she called the fire cat a kitten and laughed. She laughed.
Who is Mehrunes?
Others call him Mehrunes Dagon. Khajit know him as Mehrunes the kitten. He is not feared by many Khajit. This one is beginning to wonder if that is a mistake.
Yeah, I'd say that's a mistake. If your sister never came home, how do you know she's here?
Because this one followed her, she hoped to convince her flame-fried sister not to do anything stupid. But the cult moved quickly. Pibihah was shoved through a portal out of Fargrave, and there wasn't time to think. Tufeh had to jump through too.
Who are the Order of the Waking Flame? I know who they are, but I'm gonna ask her anyway.
You've been wandering out here, and you haven't run into them yet?
Yes, I have.
They're everywhere. The Waking Flame is Mehrunes' newest mortal cult. They appeared in Fargrave a short while ago, and already have a surprising amount of members.
What are they trying to accomplish?
That is something Tufeh does not know. But since they follow Mehrunes, this one is sure that whatever those sand-eating beetle feeders are up to, it will bring pain and suffering to the rest of us.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the cult?
It might be a trick of the heat, but Tufeh thinks she sees the faces of prisoners on the cultists who walk out. If this one's eyesight is true, then what goes on in the reformatory makes her feel like beetles are crawling through her fur.
What is the Brandfire Reformatory?
Word of this place came to Fargrave, our home, from the mouths of merchants. They say it's a maze where those the Waking Flame finds unworthy are left to rot. Pibihah used to laugh about that.
Why did Pibihah laugh about the Brandfire Reformatory?
Because this one sister, despite her lack of self-preservation, is a fairly logical person. She said that no cult or Daedra would let their prisoners be wasted like that. They'd be sacrificed at the very least. Now the cult has Pibihah.
Do you have any idea what goes on inside the reformatory?
No, none of the merchants know what happens inside. Anyone taken inside isn't seen again. All Tufeh knows is that the prisoners disappear inside the reformatory, and she only sees cultists leave.
It just sounds like the prisoners are joining the cultists to me. But okay, we'll go in here and find out what's going on. Dead cultist there. The only good Waking Flame cultist is a dead Waking Flame cultist. Well, the quest objective is over here, so I'm gonna kill these cultists. Here we go. The Reformatory Register. It's a lot of names in here. Who are we looking for? Pibihah. Looks feisty, booked for hard labor. Recruit, second Sundus. So, looks like she's a recruit. Looks like she joined him.
I've lost hope.
I'm here to rescue you. Why won't you talk to me? Prayer of fourfold wrath. O Prince of Destruction, exalted and most puissant Lord, Lord of flood and fire, hear this, the prayer of your chosen servants. Okay, it's some kind of prayer. Gotcha. Waking Flame propaganda. Alright, let's burn it. Pibihah's belongings. A bundle of clothes labeled with Pibihah's name. There are bloodstains around the sleeves. Oh, great. I got orc-style crafting motif? Awesome. There's a Skyshard up top, but I don't know how to get up there. Hoping I can get up there by going around this bend somehow. Yeah, there it is. There's the Skyshard. The question is, how can I get up there? It's like I have to go up this way. More propaganda to burn. Here's the Skyshard. Gained 1 skill point. Alright, what should I get? I want to get more Mage's Guild stuff, but I can't unlock it. What about Breton skills? Don't have Magicka Mastery. Reduces the Magicka cost of your abilities by 4%. Alright, the quest marker is telling me to go this way. It's like there's a door over here. You know what, though? There's some propaganda over here to burn. Let me go get that first. Oh, that thing's shooting at me. They've got this cannon sitting there.
Destroy!
Alright, almost to the propaganda. Instructor's Whip. There are some spots of blood still on the whip and handle. Someone used it recently. On proper whip procedures. Okay, Mehrunes Dagon. This is a letter instructing people how to whip people correctly. I guess that's important.
Why would the Prince of Destruction ever want you?
Alright, I'll let those people argue.
Not much longer now.
Now, kill!
These Waking Flame cultists seem to like snares a lot.
Bring out!
Anybody else want to fight? Yeah, apparently the answer is yes. I thought maybe the place was empty. I mean, I'm thinking there's a lot of enemies. Like, I'm sure I'm having to fight through a lot of enemies, but then I realize it's a delve, so of course. It's kind of the point. Now, how am I going to get through here? Guess I've got to go around. Got a diagram for a Daedric pedestal. More propaganda. Let's see how much progress we've made on this propaganda. Okay, we just need to burn one more. Maybe this is another one over here.
Lord Dagon does
there's the
not
boss.
like failures.
Alright, completed the Brandfire Reformatory. We got the achievement. Burned the last stack of propaganda. Pibihah's note. Please, should a kind stranger find this, give it to this one's sister. Her name is Tufeh. Tufeh, you can find her in Fargrave. This one knows that may be impossible. Fargrave is not always accessible in this dung heap of feckless marauders and charlatans. But if this is to be Pibihah's last mark on the world, she hopes it will find its way into her sister's care. Tufeh, you were always the smarter of the two of us. This one should have listened to you from the start when you said that going to the Order of the Waking Flame was just looking for trouble. You'd be proud of Pibihah, dear sister. Proud that she didn't let them break her, no matter how the instructors tried with their whips, their words, and their axes. Sister, if your imagination wanders, know that this one is sorry, but she is not going to commit the horrors she has survived to paper. There's no way in Dagon's stinking armpit that Pibihah is going to let you know what they do to prisoners here. They tried to make us think like they do. Pibihah watched many of the friends she was captured with start acting unlike themselves. They were angrier and longed for the cleansing flames to rake their skin. That sounds like lunacy. This one never has such thoughts. It has been so long since this one has seen your face, and for that, she has regrets. Time passes oddly in here, where we cannot see the sky. If your sister has one regret, Tufeh, it is that she has not felt a breeze move through her fur since she entered this cyst on an Ogrim's back end. It feels as if it has been a lifetime since she has seen the world, though Pibihah knows in her chest that it has not been that long. This one is tired, kitten, and her hand cramps from the cold. Stay true to your convictions. Whatever you do, know that your sister loves you. Pibihah. Alright. There she is. She's dead. Well, we'll have to go back and tell her sister the bad news. It's a long run out of here. You know, why do I not have Bastion with me? I know I didn't dismiss him. Yeah, there he is. I don't know why he wasn't there before.
It's been a while since an occultist went into the Reformatory. How did you fare?
Not very well.
Did you find Pibihah? Where is she? Is she all right?
Here are your sister's belongings and a note. It's addressed to you.
A note? What that means? My foolish sister. Always so proud. Here's your reward, stranger. You brought as much of Pibihah back to me as you could. Even with the pain they bring, Tufeh is glad to have these words.
Alright, we got Pibihah's cherished cameo, part of the Kind Marcher's Cruelty set. Unfortunately, it's a tank set. We won't be using it.
It is not a surprise, but the shock of her death still hurts. My stupid, foolish sister. She just had to go to that meeting.
What are you going to do now?
Tufeh should go back to Fargrave as soon as she can. She didn't tell her family where she was going when Pibihah disappeared. They must be so worried.
Will you be able to get home?
This one came to the burn through the Plaza of Portals in Fargrave. With luck, she'll find the portal here still open when she retraces her steps. It's no use solving a problem that may not exist, so this one won't worry just yet.
You're very optimistic.
Pibihah never gave in to sorrow, and neither will Tufeh. Don't worry, just because Tufeh is cautious doesn't mean that this one has not had her own adventures. She'll manage.
Okay. Well, We met an orc lady and her clan mascot was killed. And now we met this girl, tried to save her sister, and her sister was dead.
Handy.
We're not doing too well right now. I wonder what this is. Portal to Deadlight. I wonder if it's part of the Gates of Oblivion epilogue, or maybe it's part of the main story. We'll see. I'm sure at some point we'll unlock it. Alright, talk to Morah. That's that side quest we had that we never did finish. Let's go ahead and go back to Fargrave, and then we'll come back and do that. And my character's disappeared. Alright, now we can turn in our 2 dailies and then pick up 2 more.
You don't look all that worse for wear. I take it the job went well.
I killed both the Unmaker and Havocrels. Here's the merchandise I found.
Well done. The goods you brought back definitely will help us get that new portal up and running. Maybe there's even enough for all the experimental magics that Varys Tredane has been asking for. Here's your reward. The Sarathu Tong only employs those who aren't afraid of some cross-planar travel, or a little dismemberment. Interested?
What's the job?
The Sarathu Tong's chief blacksmith, Ravam Drome, ran out of materials, and our next shipment got delayed. He's just standing around the guild hall, relaxing. There's a cache of weapons and armor in the den of the Unmaker. Bring them back for us.
Okay, so same world boss, but different quest. How do you know there's equipment in the den?
The Unmaker is one of the strongest beings in the Deadlands. Even Dagon's Daedra go against it and lose. Plus, now it has help in the form of some Havocrel. That means abandoned armor for the picking. We'll pay for what you retrieve. Interested?
Sure, I'll kill the Unmaker again and bring back any equipment I find.
The Sarathu Tong does not pay for time spent on a job. Dragging your feet will get you no favors.
How do you know the equipment is worth the trouble?
Ravam probably will go on and on about the scarcity of resources here. But I suspect the real reason he's so insistent in getting his hands on some Daedric armor and weaponry is that he's been trying to learn Daedric techniques for a while now.
Why can't he learn from the Daedra?
Daedra spends centuries developing techniques. They'd teach the scamps to sing before giving Ravam pointers. Yes, he probably could use the materials, but I know Ravam. He'll study whatever you bring back too.
Can you tell me more about the Unmaker?
Varys, obsessed oddball that he is, describes it as a giant insect, terrifyingly large, and with more teeth than you have bones in your body. Plus, it's almost always surrounded by flaming gigantic Daedra, because it needs that help.
Okay, we've already heard that last time. Although, I think that's the episode that the audio got messed up, so maybe you didn't hear it. So let's check out our coffer. We got Eye of the Grasp Amulet. Part of the Eye of the Grasp set. And right now I have Hexo's Ward Amulet, so let's replace that. Alright, so we got 121 weapon and spell damage. Great!
Oh,
didn't hear you approach. Are you getting sneakier? Never mind. Was your endeavor successful?
I destroyed the propaganda in the Brandfire Reformatory.
The Waking Flame should know what it feels like to have something they care about burned. It's not usual that we get to carry out some fitting justice. Here's the reward from Vina and the Gleaners. Neither of us like cults spewing lies in our city. I have a job for you. If dangerous missions into the unknown corners of the plains interest you, that is.
You know it always does. I heard you had some work?
Yes. If you're brave enough to travel into the False Martyr's Folly, there are some valuables that were left behind when those poor dark elves were turned into stone. I hope it didn't hurt too much. That would be unbearable.
I believe False Martyr's Folly is that one quest we got, told us to go in there, and we didn't go in there. So, yeah, absolutely. How do you know the valuables are still there?
A junior thief named Glaeamin was in the Folly and spotted valuables near the statues. He's probably sulking near Madam Wim's if you want to ask him what happened. You interested in this job?
Sure, I'll gather valuable items from the False Martyr's Folly.
Be careful out there. The Gleaners prioritize items of value, yes, but there's nothing more valuable than an experienced adventurer returning unharmed. Or at least...
Okay, she says the same thing every time you take a quest. It's very annoying. Alright, so we're going to go talk to Glaeamin. So that quest is actually in the Sever. So when we head towards the next main story chapter, we should go near that area. Glaeamin.
I've heard about you. The others say you're a promising addition to our ranks. I don't know exactly why you're talking to me. My record isn't nearly that clean.
I was told you discovered valuables in the False Martyr's Folly?
Yes, I was passing through there, coming back from a different assignment, and saw all the valuables. But I didn't have room in my bag to carry everything, so... But I told Luna about what I'd seen the moment I got back to Fargrave.
You were in the Folly before. Why can't you go back there?
I only went in there because I didn't know what it was like. Everything that's bad about the Sever, it's worse in there. And I was carrying so much at the time, I could have been struck by lightning.
Yeah. We found a guy last time that was in that area who got struck by lightning and died. He was doing some kind of experiment. So, pretty rough place. Alright, so I think I want to do that side quest now. Got that one quest left in the burn, and then maybe after we finish that, we can head to the Sever. There's the Unmaker quest again. Not gonna mess with that right now. I just want to go over here and talk to Morah. Alright, we've got a Wayshrine on the other side of the road.
So the ghost returns.
Wait, you can see me?
And hear you, unfortunately. I see you brought someone to help offend my other senses, too.
Unbelievable. I spent hours trying to get her attention, trying to figure out how to communicate with her, and she was ignoring me. The nerve.
Okay.
Your odor precedes you, leaky skin bag. At least I could tune out the apparition, but your sweaty, reeking body would test even Lord Dagon's endurance. Well, go on, before your overwhelming miasma seeps into everything and drives away the fish.
We're trying to find the sage Rurvink.
Then Sending you to Master Irving would be akin to farting downwind. I would inflict your odious odor on my worst enemy, let alone a Daedra of his esteem. Whatever your troubles, they'll be over soon. Your smelly existences are mercifully brief.
What would convince you to tell us where to find Master Irving?
I just want to fish without your fetid meat musk burning my nose. You can go pick apocalypse seeds from an end times ash tree for all I care. Actually, that's perfect. Go get me a seed. I think there's one out in those burning wastes.
You want an apocalypse seed?
I want you to go away, but some shade would be nice. Wait, stop that. I don't need to explain anything to you, Fought Wisp. Just blow away and vanish like the leaves of an end times ash.
What do you have against us?
What don't I have against you? You mortals are like an irritating itch. They're long enough to be a nuisance, but nothing of any lasting consequence. The pointlessness of your existence offends me. Why any Daedra have an interest in you is beyond me.
You're fishing?
You must be utterly baffled by the concept. Just sitting and waiting for something to occur with patience. As quickly as you expire, the mere idea must appear ludicrous. How utterly pathetic.
Mortals fish, you know.
They do? Oh my. That somehow makes it even worse. There went the last vestiges of pity I held for you worthless creatures. Alas, I'll never be as cruel as whoever conceived of you reeking awful bags.
What kind of fish can you catch in lava?
Oh, I really couldn't say. Why don't you take a dip and see for yourself?
No thank you. So, I'm a bit confused. She basically wouldn't help us. Oh, right, she wants a seed. Wait, I need to talk to, Valsirenn, or whatever her name is. No. Valsirenn, yeah. It won't let me talk to her. Okay, maybe I can just get the seed. Then I can talk to her? Or have I lost connection or something? Let's see, can I fight these things?
To arms!
Yeah, okay, so I've not lost connection. Clearly there's just some kind of bug. Or it has quest instructions that don't make any sense.
That's it. Are you hurt?
The specimen we're looking for. Well, in a manner of speaking.
Okay, so I have to talk to her here.
This is an end times ash tree, but it appears to be like most things in the Deadlands. Dead. All is not lost, though. I remember that these trees have a particularly volatile life cycle. Growth, destruction, regrowth. It just needs a nudge.
What do I need to do?
If we want a seed, we need it to sprout. That's impossible while it's dead, but I think we can encourage it to change if we provide it with the right catalysts. I'll try conjuring some elements. If I can manage that, you can apply them to the tree.
You can't do it yourself?
I am still tenuously connected to this realm. I'm not even sure I'll be able to muster simple conjurations. But you and I are still relatively in phase. If all goes well, you can act as an intermediary and effect change on my behalf.
All right, let's give it a try.
Phew! That was more difficult than it should have been. The synchrosthesia, it's... We've looped back upon ourselves. You'll need to try something else. Something's changing. That is deeply unpleasant, but at least we're returning to a stable current. Cleansing fire. That's a good start.
A good start? That's like the 4th try. Oh. Huh.
New life breaking through the quenched flames.
Okay, so you have to do it in a certain order. It's fire, then water, then earth. Apocalypse Seed. This hard nut shudders violently on occasion, as if it is about to explode.
My body, it's gone. Again.
Oh no.
Somehow our meddling with the end times ash affected my asynchronous state. I was fully aligned with myself again, if only for a brief moment. Puzzling. I'm afraid I don't understand the implications, but Urvank might. We should return to Morah.
We could try another tree.
We could, but I'm not quite to the point of risking my entire existence on blind experimentation. I believe Urvank is still my best hope of returning to a stable state, provided we can convince Morah to help us find him.
All right, and I'm gonna stop the recording right here. In the next episode, we'll bring that seed back to the Daedric girl. See if we can get her to tell us where Urvank is. Thanks for watching. See you next time.